I'm trying to make a, well, I'm not going to try. I'm going to, in the future, my goal is to cover all the major, not major, but all the televised boxing events that we know of. For example, to make, like, not the whole cards. I want to, but I'm going to try to see how I can fit that in. As far as the PBC on NBC cards, which I'm watching right now, the PBC on Fox Sports cards, those Unimos cards, those Telemundo cards, with the names that we know. But let me get to the point of the video. The WBC rankings right now, it is August 11th, 2016. No, shit, it's the 12th. Where the fuck did the 11th go? I need to get the fuck out of this fucking place, man. It's August the 12th, 2016. I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. The August rankings for the WBC, the WBO, the WBA, and the IBF should be out. But right now, we know for sure that the WBC rankings are out. And for those who know, Alexander Povetkin is still the mandatory for Deontay Wilder whenever he returns. Here's the WBC rankings, top 15. I'm going to read off to you, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. Now, you have Deontay Wilder, who's the WBC champion. You have Vitaly Klitschko, who is listed as the WBC Emeritus champion. That means that basically, some way, basically the WBC still feels that I got a boogie in my nose. I'm not trying to put the finger up there, but Vitaly Klitschko, I guess they feel that maybe he may still return someday, even though he's like 44, maybe 42, something like that. He's the Emeritus champion, so which means he has the same status as Floyd Mayweather. And if Floyd Mayweather comes back, he can trump a mandatory, trump whoever's in line, and get a shot at that WBC title, even though he's not ranked. The WBC Silver champion is Johann Duhaupas. He won that from beating Robert Helenius. Robert Helenius, even though he got beat up and knocked out, he's still, in my opinion, a very good fighter. You got the WBC Intercontinental champion, who is Dylan White. So, and remember, Wilder already beat Duhaupas. Deontay Wilder is out until his next fight won't probably be scheduled until maybe February is a stretch. I say his next fight won't be scheduled till maybe March or April. But here's the question. Will the WBC allow him to fight another voluntary? Remember, he's had 2 voluntaries. And a lot of people have it confused, or they do not want to believe that Wilder's team was trying their best to postpone the or prolong the Alexander Povetkin matchup. I know the truth, and certain media insiders know the truth, but there's certain people that don't want to believe it, because they keep saying, well, when Deontay Wilder was ready, Povetkin team said he wasn't, and yes, he did on one occasion, but those other 2 times he didn't, But you got to look that up for yourself. Deontay Wilder had the bicep tear, and he broke his hand. His punch mechanics, he's had the Bermane Stavern fight. He hurt his hand, and he fought Eric Molina after that. He fought Johann Duhaupas after that. He fought Artur Szpilka, and then he hurt his hand again in the Chris Arreola fight, which is not even 15, 16 months away. Away from the first time he broke his hand or messed his hand up, and it's because when he'll get a fighter hurt, you'll see that his punch mechanics is all fucked up. Instead of he'll be punching him with this shit, and he's got pains and shit on his hands now. So you have to think, well, what if he goes through something that Floyd Mayweather is going through? What if he starts having doubts about firing his right hand? Like mental, it's a mental thing. What if he has like doubts about like how hard he want to fire that right hand because he may hurt it. For example, when it comes to NBA, you'll have players that like for example, Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, he can still dunk. He can still dunk on your fucking hand. He plays for the New York Knicks now, point guard. But he won't be doing that shit, like he wants to, because he's scared that he may come down on his knees wrong. His knees may not accept it. You see what I'm saying? So it's not saying when people say Floyd Mayweather, don't have no power. He does have the power, but with the combination of his orthopedic gloves and him saying like, damn, doing that Showtime deal, if I fight in May, then I got to fight again in September. I can't afford a hand injury. Don't fire it, as much as he used to. And go back and check out the interview with him and Carl Froch, but Carl Froch had to remind him of how he knocked out George Groves in front of 80,000 at Wembley. And you hear him talking about like how, like, listen, it's not that I don't have the power. Basically, I'm just paraphrasing, but it's that it's like you can't hurt your hand. You can't hurt your hand. So I'm wondering if Deontay Wilder may have those type of issues going forward. Now, people say Deontay Wilder will beat Alexander Povetkin. Alexander Povetkin has a great amateur background, and also he can fight on the inside. And he's not a Chris Arreola. He's not an Archer Spielka. He's not a Johan Duhaupas. He's not an Eric Molina or Povetkin. He's better. Despite what you say about that very intimate and homoerotic affair, no offense, with Vladimir Klitschko, all that shit they was doing, you can't really judge him off that fight because Klitschko knew I'm tie this motherfucker up when he tried to get in there. But can he do that? Now, Alexander Povetkin was at the Archer Spielka fight with Rob Binsky. Rob Binsky is the promoter of Alexander Povetkin. He's a Russian billionaire, like bread super long. And he's well respected over there. And I'm not being disrespectful, but he's got some Russian ties. He's got some Russian ties over there. I've been doing a lot of research. In fact, I'm gonna tell you, I have the thanks to a friend of mine. I forgot his name, but he sent me a copy of the whole lawsuit that Deontay Wilder has against Alexander Povetkin. The lawsuit that Povetkin has against Wilder, and like the test results and all that shit, man. So remember, Alexander Povetkin got popped for. Let me see if you guys can see it. Let me get the light right. Alexander Povetkin got popped for a drug called meldonium. And the issue with that drug is it's not enough scientific data, to prove, or to show, not prove, but show how long it takes for the drug to get out of your system, And it was something like 0.07 nanograms or something, very low amount. But inside the ring, the drug doesn't, like help with power. It's more so of a recovery drug. It helps you, with stamina. But Deontay Wilder fought Chris Arreola, who got busted for getting high on pot. So I thought, and shout out to Chip Mitchell from the Fight Journal. He pointed it out to me, thefightjournal.com. He pointed out to me that it's a bad look. If you fight somebody that failed the drug test and you fight somebody else that failed the drug test, but you should know no matter what it is, and you can say, well, it's weed or whatever the case may be, that don't do nothing but meldonium. Weed will give you some heart. If you smoke some pot before a fight or after a fight, that'll give you some heart. You be high as shit. So the point I'm trying to make is, just look at the fact that it's still a failed drug test, no matter how you slice it. No matter how you slice it. And I feel that Deontay Wilder and his team jumped the gun. And the reason why I say this is, wait until the WBC suspend him, before you file a lawsuit, because that means they suspended him, the bout is forfeited, and you can sue them for whatever the fuck you want because you have the proof. But he has yet to be suspended. It is now August the 12th, 2016. I am T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live, and Alexander Povetkin has enrolled in a Vada safe, program and all that shit. His team and Rob Binsky, billionaire, they got these scientists and doctors and attorneys. Meldonium is very, the manufacturers of the drug, meldonium, it's been said that they are even changing the chemical makeup of the drug so that it won't be a banned substance. There's so much shit going on. And I'm thinking like, yo, they suing Wilder for, a lot of money, $35+ million. And it's just, it's just a crazy situation, and it's a situation that you have to research before you listen to the motherfuckers spilling fucking racist shit and hating shit. You gotta research the shit yourself. Research the shit yourself. It's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. So the point I'm trying to make is Deontay Wilder and Alexander Povetkin is going to happen. But when? Will it be Deontay Wilder's first fight back? Or will it be, later on down the line? This is what I feel. I feel that very soon, maybe in November or December. Remember, we're in August. So, October is kind of out, but we don't know. maybe Alexander Povetkin and his team are in talks to fight for the WBC Interim. Now, since Wilder is hurt, this is the perfect, example of what an interim title is for. And the WBC can say, well, it's time for a WBC interim fight. So either they can appoint, go look at the WBC rules, they can either appoint Alexander Povetkin the WBC interim champion, or they can have Alexander Povetkin versus somebody for the interim championship. You see what I'm saying? So, this Alexander Povetkin situation is not going away. Now, people are throwing out stuff like, well, since Rob Vinsky is a billionaire, he's probably throwing bread at the WBC. But then, no offense, but we got to keep it 100 here. If you're going to say he can probably throw bread at the WBC, then he can throw bread at the WBC. Thank you, Al Heyman. Not disrespect, but thank you, Al Heyman. You see what I'm saying? So, you got to have your logic right when you think about stuff like that. You got to have your logic right. But I didn't want this to be 11 or 12-minute video, so let me go through the WBC top 15 rankings. So we talked about how Vitaly Klitschko is the emeritus champion. Basically, whenever he comes out of retirement, if I doubt that he will, but if he comes out of retirement, he's gonna say, "I want Deontay Wilder," and nobody, whoever the number one contender or anything, they can't do nothing about it, or he'll have to drop his belt, meaning Wilder. You have Povetkin, who is who they have right next to his name, that he's in the clean boxing program. He's taking Vada now. This shit is crazy. Then you have Bermane Stiverne, who is number 2. Go check out Bermane Stiverne's Instagram. It's the 12th of August right now. He posted something around the beginning of this month talking about he's dehydrated and shit. It's like, how you fucking 250 pounds, you dehydrated. What, you trying to stay from getting 300? Seriously. Kubrat Pulev, number 3. Joseph Parker, number 4. Remember, Kubrat Pulev and Joseph Parker are both IBF number 1 contenders for our Anthony Joshua. You have Johan Duhaupas, who's the WBC silver champion, so he'll likely be getting another title shot, if it's still Wilder or Povetkin within the next 2 years, maybe a year at the most. Deontay Wilder beat him. You have David Haye. David Haye has ducked Shannon Briggs, not fighting Shannon Briggs, used him, but David Haye is about to pull a power move to either fight Lucas Brown, or he may fight Alexander Povetkin, or somebody for that WBC interim. You have Andy Ruiz, who's a top-ranked fighter. He's very close to he's highly ranked in the WBO. So they're doing something with him. And also, he's been dropping weight. See, he's fat. He's got a nasty body, pause. But he's got fast, sharp hands. You got Bryant Jennings. I would love to see Bryant Jennings because the Phillies step up into that spot. He's ranked number 8. Malik Scott, who we all know. Listen, Malik Scott. Listen. The shit looks suspect, bro. The shit looks suspect. With the wink, it looks suspect. So we're going to leave it at that. Deontay Wilder beat him. You got Alter Spicker, who got knocked the fuck out. You got Eric Molina, number 11, who, beat him. I mean, who Deontay Wilder beat. You got Gerald Washington, who's moving up the rankings. He's another Al Heyman heavyweight. He's moving up. You have Carlos Takam. He had that loss against Joseph Parker. You got Maurice Watt. How does that keep getting in the rankings? You have goddamn Derek Chisora, at number 15. So when you're a champion, whether it's a WBC, WBO, IBF, or WBA, you have to fight anybody in the top 15. So those are the names. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say this is T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. Follow me on Twitter. Shout out to... Oh, wait, what are they saying? Hold on. Shout out to George. Shout out to... Give me 1 minute. All the links to my social media are right down below in the description box. My Facebook is popping. My Facebook, you'll learn everything, not just from me, but from like people that are there, like supporters, people who post shit every day. Sometimes I get tagged in a lot of dumb shit, but for the most part, like for boxing information, if you want to know shit about boxing, not my like page, like my personal page. And you can't be no fucking bullshit boxing fan because they will eat you the fuck alive. You can't be saying no dumbass shit. They will eat you the fuck alive on my page, Will eat you the fuck alive. For real. That shit is crazy. But I'm going to give some shout outs to some people. I did a video saying You see, I don't know how to pronounce some of you motherfuckers' names. We got Craig. We got Crewman Khan, whatever his goddamn name is. No disrespect, bro. We got Joseph Ramos. He could be a son of a bitch sometime with all that fucking Trump shit. We got Rob Khan, George, Damian Coughlin, you know, Matthias, JT Thomas, and they telling me Vince I could do. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do that now. History Controversy. This is History Controversy Live with FightView360.com. All the links to my social media right down below in the description box. Please subscribe.